Good morning, boys and girls. Do you remember playing hide and go seek? When I was growing up, hide and go seek was the most popular game to play after school in the evenings. Now, the frustrating thing about hide and go seek is that some people were just very difficult to find. They just had a way of hiding, and if it was your turn to find them, well, good luck. My older brother Jeff was that person. He would scour the area in the neighborhood and ahead of time pick the spots where he would hide. Now, we just never played this in the house. We played this in the entire neighborhood. So there were so many places where the kids would pick to hide. And if you were the one, if it was your turn to find people, well, good luck with that. Now, there were other people that just didn't know how to hide. I mean, they would just be in plain sight. My younger brother, Danny, was like that. You didn't have to look too far. I mean, the moment people went to hide and you counted up to 10, all you had to do is turn around and there he was, his feet sticking out or the top of his head showing. And the thing about the hide and go seek was just the satisfaction that came with finding everyone, the satisfaction that came with just smoking and smoking them out of their hiding places. In our gospel scripture reading for this morning, the disciples have an experience similar to what we had when dealing with hide and go seek. They are looking for Jesus. The day before, great things had happened. Jesus had healed the sick, and he had cast out evil spirits from people that were possessed by them. And more people were coming to be healed, and the disciples were very excited about that. So when morning came and people were outside waiting for Jesus, the disciples thought it was just a matter of knocking at the door of the bedroom where Jesus stayed in Peter's house. So they knocked on the door where they assumed Jesus was still sleeping in the morning. There was no response. They knocked again. There was no response. And then they decided to call out, "Jesus, are you in there?" There was no response. So I suppose they just very gently opened the door and they looked, and the beddings were nicely made on the bed, but Jesus was nowhere to be found. So they started looking for him. Eventually, they found him in a desolate place. Now they were frustrated. They said, "Look, everybody's been looking for you. Don't you know that people are looking for you?" There wasn't that satisfaction that we had when we found somebody while playing hide and go seek. For them, there was a frustration. But what they didn't realize was that the reason Jesus was away from everyone, not necessarily hiding, was for something very different than when we played hide and go seek. When we played hide and go seek, that was a game. When Jesus went away from everybody, it was for something far, far greater than a game. It was so he could spend some time in solitude, in a quiet place, away from everyone, in order to focus his attention on communicating with God in prayer. Now, maybe you don't play hide and go seek. I truly hope you do, because it's a fun game. But I want you to do something similar, except for the same reason as Jesus. How about you take some time, tell your parents, though, we don't want them to worry, okay? Tell your siblings that you're going to spend time just alone by yourself in the bedroom. And if you have a good sized closet, just don't lock yourself. Go in there, leave the door wide open, let your sister, brother, or parents know that you're there. Away from the television, away from the phone, away from the video games, away from everything, and just close your eyes and start talking to God. You don't have to say something big. Talk to him like you talk to your friends.